Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias. Well, this box just arrived in the U.S. mail. It was sent from a viewer of the channel, at least I believe it was, because, well, if you're familiar with the way it goes, often people have a different name on YouTube than they do in real life, and that is the case on this box. But I believe I know who this is from. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. This is the knife I got from J.O. Ventures when he was here in town. And okay, so we got that part done. Okay, oh, that's what was rattling. There's a penny in the box, and we got some little packing peanuts and a ton of boxes, boxes. Whoa, a lot of boxes. Okay, as we can see here, I'm going to set this on the side and get these knives out of the boxes and get up the peanuts. So hold on. Okay, got it all out of the box, and there was a ton of stuff in the box, and I am allowed to use his name. This came from Checkmate King 2. This is White Rook, and anyone who used to watch the old combat TV series knows what that is. And really nice note from him concerning me, asking how I was feeling. I'm doing okay. It's hard to send anything to a man who has everything. Well, I wish I had everything, but what's the best thing about any of this is the love from other people out there on the in the knife world. That's real. Oh man, there's a lot of good stuff here. Any case, I'm gonna show what's here. I'm not gonna look too much in the message because there was a lot of stuff. I'm gonna get these right there. So we got that. First things first, a case knife kit, the toothpick, and this is one of those wood knives that's there. I've got another one too from Spyderco. Of the Dragonfly, so I gotta take and put them both together. So this is going to be pretty cool. I do build models, so this should be a little bit of fun. And so I'm going to get that. And then there was this one, caliber. This one is, the box is empty. I'm not sure. It might be in one of these already, I think. And then we got an arrowhead. But, oh my gosh, could it be? Oh, wow, pretty cool. This is the, well, as you can see, it's a folding hunter. It's a 3.5-inch lockback. Man, that is pretty too. And the, Brian Yellowhorse series. Now he had mentioned, if it's a duplicate, go ahead and use it in a giveaway or use it as a an EDC, and that might be what I end up doing because I do have one of these, and what I might be doing is looking at the other one as well and seeing which one looks better and using one as an EDC and one for the collection. That is really nice. These are hard to get. The arrowhead pocket knives, I think it was like 1,500 of each that were made, something like that. And not a large number of these were made. And it was once they're done kind of thing. And it might have been that depending on the pattern, a few more of certain ones were made or something like that. But for the most part, it's like what's out there is out there, never to be made again. And these were well, as you can see, Brian Yellowhorse. This was something that he teamed up with Rough Rider to make. Man, is that bright. And you can see all of them had this style of engraving into the bolster and such, and then the very lumpy synthetic turquoise going on, and then the shield there, the arrowhead shield with the dots around the edge, which are something they symbolize something in Native American culture, basically. So it's a really cool knife, really cool design. And from what I understand, yeah, the knife was Brian Yellowhorse. The box artwork was a collaboration between Brian Yellowhorse and Brian Wilhoit. So that's pretty cool too. In any case, a really cool knife. And this in itself would have been more than enough. Then we got, well, I showed that already. This is the Caliber Folding Hunter. This is what he said about this was that the Caliber knife is a medium folding hunter. It's a frost knife and out of production. So that's what's going on here. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, get these out of the way. Okay, well, that's pretty too. Yeah, that's some, I'm usually not a big fan of their jigging, but this one does not look bad. The jigging on this frost knife is pretty cool. You got the straight lines going that way, and then the crosses going that way, but the bone itself is also jigged as well. Nice size too. It's they said medium. Where's my little ruler at? Here we go. Some other junk falling into the out of the way or whatever. I don't know. In any case, yeah, right at 4 inches, 4 1/8, maybe 4 1/8 inches long. So about the same length as a trapper. Nice half stop. Then the skinning blade. Man, that is a well-made knife. Looking to see. Don't see one there. Not sure of the steel used in these. It's not marked, but it's probably their German stainless. That's what I would bet. Really nice knife though, and I have to talk about all of these later. Yeah, that's nice and tight too. Wow, I am impressed. This is one of those knives that will definitely be revisited on a Frosty Friday, because this is a really well-made knife. And the Caliber series by Frost. Do they say on here? 4-inch closed pocket knife, high quality polished stainless steel, nickel silver bolsters, brass pins and liners, and black bone handle with custom bullet shield. What I like is this bone, this black bone is really black. I mean, it isn't one of those that is kind of faded in and out with where you have a little bit of green color and stuff. This is solid black. And the shield is a little bit inset, so I'm not worried about that one falling out too much. Let's see here. What else? Well, this is a big fat sheath, so I'm betting, yeah, this is where the marbles knife is, because he said he also sent another sunfish my way in the notes. So this is the marbles sunfish. The sheath itself is made in USA. That's a nice piece of leather there for the old belt, and a nice sheath for a sunfish. Yeah, and your marble sunfish, they're out there. You can still get them, and if you're into scrimshaw or if you're into the sunfish knives, this is a good one to grab. It's in the white smooth bone, very similar to the one that Rough Rider made. but now being made by Marvel, still got the ring nickel silver bolsters and everything. Pretty cool. Very nice. I do not know what this knife is. Also another little sheath here. I wonder if this, that's a nice little cross on the sheath. And let's see what we got here. Oh wow, this is an old Rough Rider. Man, I do not have this one. Said I got everything, right? A guy who has everything. I do not have a Rough Rider with the Rough Rider signature shield. And I know this is one of the older Rough Rider knives out there. These are not easy to find. You got Rough Rider there too. You got the anvil there with the tested RR sharp. So it is 448 stainless. The number is not listed on the knife. I'm going to have to go look it up. But, oh man, and that is some really nice jigging on there. This is supposed to be their stag bone or something like that. But it's an older one. Man, that is nice. That is really nice. I like that. And fit nicely in the sheath too. And that is a really nice, slip. I've just started using slips, and I'm still undecided on if I want to use a slip or not, but I think there will be times when I'm just going to go ahead and use a slip. My problem with it is I don't understand. I like the idea of just being able to pull the knife out of my pocket and use it, as opposing to pulling a slip out of my pocket, taking the knife out of the slip, and then using it that way. So it's just one more step for me. So still, I'm getting more into attempting to use a slip. I'm not sure hey, Checkmate, if you made this slip, let me know. But it's a pretty cool slip. I do like it. It's quite nice. This one's also very nice and very heavy. You know, and I like the tanning on this. This is really a nice slip. And, you know, this one is designed for on the belt at an angle. So actually this would be worn on the left side, I think, and pulled forward, which would be perfect for me. You know, it's basically a left-sided sheath, or yeah, a left-sided sheath for a pocket knife. That's pretty cool. And then finally, this is the last one. I did not look to see what knife it is. I can see that it was made April 17th, 2025. Brown synthetic standard jig, brown synthetic standard jig slimline trapper. So now not only do I have a standard trapper, I now apparently have a slimline trapper too. This, I will have to also give a review of this, and man, this is not something I would have ever picked up, I will tell you now. But oh man, that is nice. Basically similar to your what I'm going to do when I talk about this one again, I am going to compare it to a case medium toothpick. That's how I'm going to deal with this one. Definitely a nice little knife. This is the brown synthetic. This is basically a working knife. That's the way you hear it on from Case. They put it in the brown jig synthetic, and as you notice, the blade is not highly polished or anything. It's just a flat finish on it, almost a satin finish. It's not tumbled as much, and that is because this is a knife that they expect you to go out and use. A lot of people collect these as well, and you know, not bad. Little bit of wiggle. If you try real hard, you can get the blade to wiggle. Nice brass liners, nice and clean, not bad at all. I will definitely be talking more about all of these knives, but you know, man, what a great selection going on here. Another case for the collection, a Slimline Trapper. I have one of those now. I've got a black synthetic gum fuddy trapper too, which was anonymous, and then got this really nice Rough Rider, the Caliber series medium folding hunter. Well, and everything else here. I'm not going to go through it all over again, but what a fantastic package to have show up. You know, kind of unexpected. I mean, I did get an email saying, hey, I'm going to send you a package, but this is not at all what I was expecting. This is really an amazing drop of knives. Well, I'm going to be talking about them in the very near future. Especially this one. This definitely deserves a video where I talk about it by itself. And in that video, I will be comparing it to the medium toothpick because I think they are very similar to each other, but in different ways. In any case, that's where I'm at right now. Thank you very much, Roy, or Checkmate King 2. This is White Rook. Over. Yeah. Anyone who's a big fan of combat is a friend of mine. I'll tell you that right now too. And when I saw his name come up a long time ago, it's like, hey, you watch combat, you're okay with my book. And he's been following me for quite a while, and reached out and said, I want to send you something. And this is way more than anything I was expecting. This is really amazing, really impressive. Yeah, I really just I'm speechless. I don't know what else to say. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a lot of fun looking at, and I will try and make sure everyone knows who provided all this fun. Thanks again, Checkmate King 2. Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with Tobias. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.